What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for TheLines.com. Talking a little Monday night football here between the Dolphins and the Rams. Happy Veterans Day to everybody out there. Thank you for serving. Do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Everything we do absolutely free, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and let us know what you think about this one. It is the 2.5 point line right now, so this is sitting 2.5 on the verge of getting to 3, and I think people are starting to be worried that Tyreek Hill is not going to be able to play for the Dolphins tonight. So if we look at the injury report, we'll look at the total real quick. Actually, sitting here, this has fallen too. It was as high as 50.5 all the way down to 48.5 as well. So we're going to go over to this injury report and we see, so Austin Jackson is going to be out. That is their starting right tackle. So he's going to be out for them. And then you go down, and this is the real concerning one for a lot of people, is Tyreek Hill. So it's a wrist injury. He had this wrist injury that was in the preseason as well. And then it was 2 consecutive DNPs. So he wasn't able to practice at all leading into this game. So I think this is one of those actual, real, true game time decisions, not one of the, like, you know, we pretend it's a game time decision, but they know 99% what the guy's going to do or not. I don't think that's the case here. I think this is an actual, real, true game time decision here for Tyreek Hill. And also you can see Javon Holland, wherever he's at, starting safety there is questionable as well. But it looks like he could go, gets in a couple of limited practice for them. On the Rams side of things, you see Havenstein is out. That is your right tackle. However, the good news here for the Rams, they're actually getting 2 starting offensive linemen back for this game. Jonah Jackson, Steve Avila are both going to be back, which actually leaves them with an extra offensive lineman. So someone's actually going to get left out at this point, which is a good thing to have. So you have too many good offensive linemen, or who you deem to be good offensive linemen, and should look like a really solid unit out there for this Rams squad. You can see a couple of their questionables, and up here, specifically Cam Curl there at the safety position. But back over here to the 2.5. So I played it at 1 on the Rams. There's not a huge material difference between 1 and 2.5. So my fare on this is actually on the other side of 3 in favor of the Rams. So even if it did hit 3, I would still play it on the Rams. 2 things that have gone on here for me. I have had to downgrade this Dolphins defense something fierce. They have been bad all year. I mean, just bad all year long. And so if you start to look at the advanced metrics on this team, we're talking pass defense that can be had, rush defense that can be had. And it's not just EPA, it's DVOA. It's all the different advanced stats out there that thinks that this is bad. Their adjusted sack rate on the defensive line, 28th in the NFL, 22nd in pressure. So Matthew Stafford should have plenty of time back there to do all of this. I mean, there's just not a lot going for this Miami defense this year. And so with that, you do have a pretty healthy Rams team. Like I said, going to be getting a couple of offensive linemen back. You have Cooper Kupp, you have Puka Nacua, you've got Matthew Stafford. I mean, Kyron Williams is out there. There's a lot of different ways they can attack Miami. And I just can't get over the fact that even if Tyreek Hill plays, it's a wrist injury. You fall one time, weird. You know, you get hit one time, weird. And then, you know, it could be game over for him. So, again, I played it at 1. I have the fare on the other side of 3. So, I mean, I'd play it all the way to 3 if I were you guys on the Rams here on this one. As far as the total goes, also played the under. Now, this is a little bit more tricky because we are 2 points off of where we were with that, where points from a total standpoint a little bit more important than I'm worried about a 1 to a 2 in the spread. That said, if Tyreek doesn't play, obviously this is a dead under. If Tyreek does play, it's probably about fair, but I would only play under. I wouldn't move. I wouldn't make a move on the over in this one because, again, like I said, the re-injury factor here is pretty strong in my personal opinion. The only other play that I do have in this one, and look, we're going to get, it is what it is, right? So the stuff moves, and I would say, as always, shop around. But I played Stafford over 250.5. It's up to 250.5 here, at least at BetMGM. Look around. Maybe other books have it cheaper. By the way, if you don't have a BetMGM account, you see the code probably in the graphics below me or around me or whatever it is. Also in the description down below. It's an exclusive deal to us. So just take advantage of that. You get extra bonus bets. So why wouldn't you want to do that? You should have multiple outs anyway. If you don't have BetMGM, no better time than the present because, again, extra money for you. Stafford's just, when he has Nakua and Cooper Kupp out there, this offense really does hum through the air. He's just a good quarterback. I mean, like, we don't mention him in the same breath as we do all the other studs that are in the league, but Stafford is up there, man. Like, he has definitely stood the test of time, and dude can still ball. And so through the air, like it, again, 255.5's borderline. We're kind of starting to really press on that. But again, the other stuff that you can do in these like same game parlay type things, right, is just manipulate the lines just a little bit to fit what you're trying to do. So I mean, if you wanted to, you could sit here and go, same game parlay, click players, and then quarterback props, and then it could be, where's the alt lines on Stafford. So like you could do, alt passing yards if you wanted to, and like you could go 250, even though that's a ridiculous price. That you get what I'm saying. Like you can manipulate these lines if you want to, and then just pair it up with one other thing that you like, and then make it a little bit more palatable to you. So I would say, okay, I like Stafford at 250 plus, and then of course I like the Rams at, like I said, at -1. So like we could do that, and then now it becomes plus 180. So just again, stuff like that. Or if you want, hell, you could take a couple points if you wanted to with the Rams. I don't think there's any need for that, but I mean, you could take a couple points with the Rams and still get this to, plus 150 and a 2-leg same gamer. So another way you can do this, just like alternate line parlays, is not really teasers, right? Like we're just taking some alt lines and then parlaying them together. If you want to take the Rams all the way up to a full field goal, you're still getting plus money. If you took them on the other side of the field goal as well, plus money, right? So just a little manipulation to get to the desired result. And of course, plus 125 there on Stafford at 250, and then the Rams on the other side of a field goal catching 3.5 is interesting as well. So that's how I'm playing it. But like I said, fair to me all the way up to 3 here on the Rams. If for whatever reason this thing starts to climb back up, let's say Tyreek Hill is ruled in and people decide, oh, okay, I'm going to blast the over. If the thing got back up to 50.5, yeah, I would play the under. So that's another thing there too to keep an eye on. 90 minutes before kickoff is when the official injury reports are done here in this one. Guys, everything we do, absolutely free. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the thumbs up as well, and then let us know how in the comment section how you are playing this game here on Monday Night Football. And good luck on all your Monday Night Football bets.